What's good, y'all? I wanted to make this video because you know, I really had one of the scariest experiences, like probably in my life as of recently. Um, and this was scary to me because it was just like all of a sudden I wasn't expecting this to happen. You know, um, there was really no hints of this happening up until like when it happened. Um, but my car burned down. Um, just to make it simple, I mean, so if I could tell the story, really, this happened like this morning, like early morning, like 12 a.m. or something like that, and really, uh, there's a testimony, but I was sleeping. Well, no, let me start from the actual beginning. So I went to church and I came back at like maybe like close to 1. So I came back from church like close to 1 p.m. and yeah, so I was just chilling and then my car uh it started smoking like 2 hours later after I got home. And yeah, it was like my car was smoking. There was smoke coming out from like under the hood, like the front, the engine. It wasn't really the engine, but it was like under the hood. And then really there was like one of the people or one of our neighbors that saw it, or a person that was driving by and they saw the car smoking. And yeah, man, it was yeah, it was like a little smoke. It wasn't too much, and then yeah, we opened the hood, and then the smoke started to go away, and it wasn't like too bad. And you know, it it was strange though, because that's never really happened, in all my years driving my car. And yeah, so that happened, and then the scariest thing happened, where it was like literally hours later. Hours later, it was like midnight. It was like this early morning. Um, you know, there was yelling, and there was my dad, and he was yelling, "Your car's on fire! Your car's on fire!" And my heart sank. My heart dropped. I was in a panic. You know what I mean? I was like, "There's no way this could be happening." And then we run outside, and then the car's engulfed in flames. Well, it was just mainly the front, but yeah, and then we called firefighters and all that stuff, and then they put out the fire. And yeah, it was so crazy because it was one of the scariest experiences. You know what I mean? Like that I've had in my life in a while. Uh, and man, it was terrifying, man. But you know, and I'm just sharing this with y'all because it's really a testimony. Because really, my car was just like sitting on the street, you know what I mean, where I usually park it, and then it just burst into flames. I mean, because a neighbor actually noticed it before us, because most most of most of the people, most of us were asleep, and then our next door neighbor actually like knocked on our door, I think, and let us know. But it was crazy. The whole thing was crazy, and it's a bummer. I mean, it's a downer, man. I mean, um, because the Bible does talk about how, in all circumstances, we should give thanks, for this is the will of the Father, I believe. Um, yeah, it's that's the verse, and really. really, it's really always good to thank God, because I could have been in there. You know what I mean? Like, I could have been in there. I could have been driving and the car caught on fire, but it just happened to have caught on fire. And then the firefighters were asking me, like, "Did someone say your car on fire?" Because it's really, it's because it really is strange. I mean, it's it's strange how it happened, because my car was sitting there for a couple of hours and then it just burst into flames. And uh, I always try. I try to remain joyful, man, because even though I'm a human and I have feelings, and um, I have places to go with my, that I have to go to with my car. Um, I just want to thank God, man, because this was a scary experience, but this is also, I would say, a testimony, because, man, it, it could have been me in that car, and I could have burned to death, you know, and what can I say, man? But I saw this, and I really thought to myself, like, man, God, you are fighting battles that I can't see. And I believe that, and I'm not really huge on spiritual warfare like that, honestly, but, you know, Satan has lost again, because Satan tries to get to God's chosen, but Satan always fails, and, you know, at the end of the day, I'm joyful that I still have life, you know, and really, God fights battles for me. He saved me again, and really, what can I say? Except thank you, Lord Jesus. And I just wanted to share my testimony, because really, really, if you're still breathing, you're still alive. The enemy has lost. And honestly, I mean, and I've just seen this happen. And it's just like, man, God, I don't want to be on the fence anymore. I want to be sold out to you, because you do so much for me, and I feel like I don't appreciate you enough. I feel like I don't appreciate God enough. You know, um, I just want to use this as motivation, really, to just say thank you every day, every hour, every night, like, just really honestly, because, you know, in times like this, these things happen to God's chosen to make us stronger. And even though it's hard to accept, because none of us want to be going through stuff like this, but it happens because it happens for a reason, you know, and um, it happens for a reason. Honestly, it makes us stronger. But I just want to share my testimony, man, because I'm grateful to God, and I am, like, I really am, even though it sucks that I did lose my car, because I'm a college student. I have to drive. Um, Literally, like, 45 minutes to school, 45 minutes to an hour to school. Um, like, 4 days of the week. It's just like, I just have to thank God for just the things that truly matter, like life. You know what I mean? But, um, yeah, man, I just want to make this video, man, because there's a testimony. and it's just an encouragement to other people watching. So take care. God bless. Um, yeah, man. I'll try to be posting more videos. I won't let the devil stop me. Peace out.